Imagine planting one tiny seed today and pulling out 3 baskets of harvest before summer even hits. Not tomatoes, not pepper, not the usual backyard stuff everybody already knows. I'm talking about low-cost seeds most people ignore, but farmers quietly use them when they want fast, heavy harvests without spending much money. And the crazy part? February is the make-or-break windows for all of them. Miss it, and you lose speed. Plant now, and your garden explodes by summer. Some of these crops mature so fast, they feel like cheating. Others keep producing again and again from just one planting. And one of them is so profitable and easy, many gardeners regret not starting it earlier. Stay with me till the end because the last seed on this list is the one that triples harvest space without needing extra land. Welcome back to Gardens Heaven, the channel where we grow smarter, not more expensive. And if you're new here, you're in the right place. This channel is all about simple garden tricks that save you money and give you better harvests. Before we jump in, gently tap the like button so more gardeners can find this video, and subscribe to Gardens Heaven if you love easy growing tips that actually work. Now let's talk about the February seeds that turn small gardens into summer food factories. Seed 1. Amaranth, the 21-day super green that never stops giving. Most gardeners walk past this seed without realizing it's one of the fastest food producers on Earth. Amaranth is a leafy green that thrives in warm weather, grows aggressively after February planting, and can be harvested in as little as 3 weeks. What makes it special isn't just speed, it's how it keeps growing back after every cut. You don't pull it out once and you're done. You cut the leaves, and within days, fresh ones shoot right back up. That means one planting can feed you again and again all summer long, turning a tiny patch of soil into a constant food source. Another reason amaranth is a secret weapon is how little it asks for. It doesn't need rich soil, heavy fertilizer, or daily watering. Once it settles in, it handles heat better than spinach and lettuce, which usually burn out fast when summer arrives. February planting gives it a head start, so by the time the real heat comes, your plants are already strong and productive. Even in small containers, it grows thick and tall, making it perfect for people with limited space but big harvest goals. And here's the part many people don't know. Amaranth isn't just a leaf crop. If you let some plants mature, they produce tiny grain-like seeds that are packed with protein and can be cooked like rice. So from one cheap seed packet, you get both fresh greens early in the season and nutritious grains later on. That's what triple harvest really looks like. Fast leaves, repeated cuts, and bonus food at the end of the season, all from planting in February. Seed 2. Malabar spinach, the climbing green that turns one plant into a wall of food. If you've ever planted regular spinach and watched it die the moment heat shows up, Malabar spinach is about to change your gardening life. This isn't normal spinach at all. It's a tropical leafy vine that loves warm weather and grows faster the hotter it gets. When you plant it in February, it establishes early, and by late spring it starts climbing, spreading and producing thick juicy leaves non-stop through summer. One plant can cover a fence, trellis, or balcony rail and turn vertical space into a constant harvest zone. What makes Malabar spinach special is how productive it is without being demanding. It thrives in average soil, doesn't panic in heat, and barely complains if you forget to water once in a while. As you harvest the leaves, the plant responds by growing even faster, pushing out more stems and more greens. Many gardeners get bowls of leaves every week from just 2 or 3 plants. While other greens slow down in summer, this one is just getting started. And here's the sneaky bonus. Those thick leaves are richer in nutrients than regular spinach and slightly crunchy, making them perfect for soups, stir-fries, and smoothies. Some gardeners even sell bundles of it because it stays fresh longer after harvest. So with one February planting, you're not just growing food for yourself, you're growing a high-value green that keeps producing when everything else quits. Seed 3. Yard-long beans, the one plant that replaces 3 harvest rows. Most gardeners grow regular beans and think that's the best they can do, But yard-long beans are in a different league entirely. These beans grow up to a foot long, sometimes longer, and they produce in heavy clusters once they start climbing. When planted in February, they establish strong roots early, so by the time warm weather hits, the vines explode with flowers and pods. Instead of picking once in a while like normal beans, you end up harvesting every few days. One healthy plant can give you more beans than several rows of common varieties. What makes them perfect for budget gardeners is how tough and forgiving they are. Yard-long beans love heat, handle poor soil better than many crops, and don't need much fertilizer to perform well. As long as they have something to climb, a simple stick fence or string trellis is enough. The more you harvest, the more the plant produces, which means your effort actually increases yield instead of slowing it down. February planting gives you that early head start that turns a single seed into months of non-stop food. And here's the hidden advantage many people don't realize. These beans improve your soil while they grow. Their roots naturally pull nitrogen from the air and store it in the ground, making the soil richer for the next crops you plant nearby. So you're not just harvesting long crunchy beans for soups and stir fries, you're quietly upgrading your entire garden's fertility at the same time. More food now, better soil later, all from one low-cost seed. Seed 4, Roselle, the beautiful plant that feeds you and makes money drinks. Roselle looks like a decorative flower plant, but it's actually one of the most useful food crops you can grow. When planted in February, it grows into a tall, bushy plant by early summer and starts producing bright red calyxes that are used to make hibiscus tea, juice, and natural drinks packed with vitamins. The earlier you plant it, the bigger and more productive it becomes, meaning more harvest by summer and even more as the season continues. What makes Roselle special is how much it gives from a single plant. One healthy plant can produce dozens of harvestable pods, and each pod can be dried or used fresh. The leaves are edible too, and can be cooked like spinach, giving you an extra bonus harvest early in the season, before the plant even starts flowering. So you're getting leafy greens first, then drink ingredients later, all from one planting. And here's why budget gardeners love it. Roselle grows well in average soil, doesn't demand fertilizers, and handles heat like a champion. It also stores extremely well when dried, meaning your February planting can turn into months of homemade tea or even a small side income if you sell bundles locally. One seed, multiple harvest forms, and serious value by summer. Seed 5, Upland Cress, the 15-day green that refuses to stop growing back. If you love quick harvests, Upland Cress will feel like magic. This leafy green germinates fast, grows thick, and is ready to cut in just 2 to 3 weeks after planting in February. The leaves have a mild peppery taste that makes salads exciting and soups richer. But what truly makes it powerful is how it regrows. You don't uproot the plant, you simply trim the top leaves, and within days, fresh new growth appears, ready for another harvest. Unlike many delicate greens, upland cress is tough. It tolerates cool mornings, warm afternoons, and even poor soil better than lettuce or spinach. February weather is perfect for it to establish quickly before stronger heat arrives. Because it grows low and dense, you can plant it close together and get massive harvests from very small garden beds or containers. Some gardeners harvest the same patch 4 to 5 times before replanting. And here's the bonus most people don't expect. Upland cress is loaded with nutrients and grows so fast that pests barely have time to damage it before you harvest. That means less spraying, less stress, and more clean food. For anyone trying to grow more on a budget, this is one of the highest return seeds you can plant in February. Quick pause right here. If even one of these seeds surprised you so far, go ahead and tap the like button. It really helps Gardens Heaven reach more gardeners who want to grow more food without spending more money. And I'm curious, which seed shocked you the most? Was it the climbing Malabar spinach, the non-stop yard-long beans, or that fast regrowing upland cress? Drop the name in the comments. I read them all and I reply as much as I can. If you're enjoying these uncommon but powerful garden tips, make sure you're subscribed to Gardens Heaven because every week I share simple tricks that turn small gardens into big harvests. Alright, let's jump back in. Because the next seed is one of the easiest root crops in the world, and most people are planting it completely wrong. Seed 6. Daikon radish, the soil breaker that feeds you in under 40 days. Most people think of radish as that small spicy salad slice. But Daikon radish is a whole different powerhouse. This root grows long, thick, and deep into the soil, breaking up hard ground as it grows while producing a massive edible root you can harvest in just 5 to 6 weeks. When planted in February, it grows fast in the cool to warming weather and is usually ready before summer heat even arrives. One small bed can produce baskets of large, crunchy radishes in a very short time. What makes Daikon truly special is how little work it needs. It doesn't require fertilizer-heavy soil, doesn't need much watering once established, and actually improves your garden ground naturally by loosening compacted soil. Many farmers use it as a natural soil fixer. While it's growing, you're harvesting food. After pulling it up, the soil is softer and richer for your next crops like tomatoes, peppers, or beans. And here's the extra harvest most people forget. The leaves are edible too, and taste amazing when sautéed or added to soups. So from one seed you're getting both a large root crop and nutritious greens. Fast harvest, double use, and healthier soil for future plants. That's maximum value gardening. Seed 7. Egyptian walking onion, the onion that multiplies itself. Most gardeners plant onions and wait months for a single harvest. Egyptian walking onions don't work like that. When planted in February, they establish quickly, and by early summer they start producing green tops you can harvest immediately. But the real magic happens with the walking part. Instead of flowers, the plant grows tiny bulb sets at the top of the stalk. When these bulbs get heavy, they bend down to the soil, root themselves, and grow into new onions. One plant quickly becomes a small family of onions, all self-replicating with almost no effort from you. What makes them perfect for low-cost gardeners is how little maintenance they need. They tolerate poor soil, irregular watering, and even mild frost. You can trim the green tops for cooking, harvest the baby bulbs in summer, and still leave enough to keep multiplying. Essentially, you plant once in February, and by summer, you could have dozens of onions from just one seed set. And here's the bonus most people overlook. Egyptian walking onions are perennial. That means unlike regular onions, they come back year after year, giving continuous harvest without replanting. For anyone looking to maximize yield, save money, and grow a self-sustaining crop, this is the ultimate February seed. And there you have it, 7 seeds you absolutely must start in February if you want to triple your harvest by summer. From fast-growing amaranth and peppery upland cress, to climbing Malabar spinach, yard-long beans, Daikon radish, Roselle, and the magical Egyptian walking onion. Each one is low cost, easy to grow, and keeps giving again and again. Remember, the secret isn't just planting early, it's planting smart. February is your head start. Get these seeds in the ground now, and by summer, your garden will practically feed itself. If you found even one of these tips helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. It lets more gardeners find gardens heaven and discover these simple hacks. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these seeds you're most excited to plant. I love seeing your garden plans, and I reply to as many as I can. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new trick to grow smarter, not more expensive. Thanks for watching, and remember, in your garden, a little planning now leads to abundant harvests later. I'll see you in the next video.